I'll be the first.
Sure.
So I'm happy to. First, I think that we should have more tests available for every single American, frankly. I've been saying this for months now, that I believe that we need 1 billion plus tests available. Because what we're seeing, and we're seeing it here in Maine, great leadership from Colby College, where they're testing their students twice a week. That allows for students to go to class with confidence. I think the development of Abbott's tests that are coming, the home testing, where you'll be able to have a test done at your leisure, at your home, and get the results instantly, is fantastic news. I think the reality of the Regeneron work on the monoclonal that provides the same type of antibodies and T cells that will be available into this month or earlier is incredibly important. So the facts are simple. Testing matters, and having more of it is a good thing. Having less of it is a bad thing. And I know that I've listened to Susan. I've seen myself say this time and time again. As it relates to the lunches with Republicans, when you have a table for 10 and you can have 5 feet apart, and you only have a 2 to 3 at each table, and they're 6 feet apart each table. That's one of the reasons why we moved from where we were having lunch to where we are having lunch, so that you can have the social distancing driven by the CDC in place, intact, and being followed diligently. I think that we're fine doing that.
I think you said it all. I was going to say that if you could come in and see how we're seated at lunch, you would realize that we are following the CDC guidelines to a T, with literally no more than 3 people at each of these big tables, and the tables themselves separated. And that's appropriate. We should model that kind of behavior. The only thing I would add is I held a hearing on Capitol Hill in the Senate Aging Committee on the issue of testing for nursing homes and other congregate living facilities. And what the experts, to a person, told us was that you needed to do more testing, and that you needed to test all of the residents, and then you needed to test repeatedly the staff going in and out of the nursing home, since they're going back to the community. I think that if we instituted that and rigorously instituted that we would be able to allow more families to visit their loved ones in nursing homes, because there's nothing that is sadder than seeing someone who is dying in a nursing home and all the family can do is try to wave from the window. So I think if we have more rigorous testing, which is what all of the experts who testified before me said, that we could help with that problem as well. And finally, I want to go back to the Abbott Labs test, because I'm very proud of the fact that Abbott has 2 facilities now in the state of Maine that are manufacturing those tests, one in Scarborough, and they've opened a new one in Westbrook. And that test is going to be a point of care test. That's really important. It doesn't have to be sent off to a lab. The results are going to be available in 15 minutes, and it's going to be much less expensive. Regardless of the expense, I think the federal government should step up and pay for the expense of testing.
Did either of you spend time with Senator Lee in the last week? Have you
No.
been tested? Okay.